Little baby.
Anyway, we had the song. There it goes. Okay, next one.
She'll live. Thank God. You're a pair of lucky parents. I can tell you now. I thought she...
Nonsense. The child's a Keller. She'll outlive all of us. She has the constitution of a goat.
Yes, especially if some of you Kellers don't get a good night's sleep. I mean you, Mrs. Keller.
You hear, Katie?
I hear.
I brought up two of them, but this is my wife's first. She hasn't battle scarred yet.
Don't be merely considerate, Doctor. Will my girl be all right? Or by morning she'll be knocking down Captain Keller's fences again. And isn't there anything we should do?
Put up stronger fencing?
Just let her get well. She knows how to do it better than we do. Main thing is, her fever's gone. These things come and go in infants, and we don't know why. Call it acute congestion of the stomach and brain.
I'll see you to your buggy, doctor.
You know, I've never seen a baby with more vitality. That's the truth. Hush, don't you cry now. You've been trouble enough. Called acute congestion indeed. I didn't see what's so cute about a congestion just because it's yours. We'll have your father in the editorial's paper. The wonders of modern medicine. They don't even know if they're curing, even when they cure it. Men and their battle scars. We women will have to. We'll have to. Helen, Captain William, Captain!
Katie, what's wrong?
Look!
Katie, the doctor said
She can't see. Look at her eyes. She can't see.
Helen?
Or here, when I scream, she didn't blink, not an eyelash.
Helen? Helen?
She can't hear you.
Helen!
First, I'm going to cut off the doctor's legs. 1, 2, now then. Why are you cutting off the doctor's legs? I'm going to give him an operation. I'm going to cut off his arms. 1, 2, I'm going to fix him up. Hey, you stop that. Cut off his stomach. That's a good operation. No, I'm going to cut off his head first. He's got a bad cold. Ain't gonna be much of a doctor left to fix up. Time you're done with the op. What do you do? Bite her hand? That's how I do. She keeps poking her fingers in my mouth. I just bite them off. What's she trying to do now? She's trying to talk. She's gonna get mad. Look, she's trying to talk. Hey, stop that. Just sit quiet here. Help! Help! Helen! Mama! Let me have those scissors. She only dug Mama's eyes out. Almost dug. There's always almost no point worrying until it happens, is there?
How does she stand it? Why haven't you seen this Baltimore man? It's not a thing you can let go on and on like the weather.
The weather doesn't ask permission of me. Aunt Eb should speak to my father.
Arthur, something ought to be done for that child.
A refreshing suggestion. What?
Why this very famous oculist in Baltimore wrote you about? What was his name?
Dr. Chisholm.
Yes, I heard of lots of cases of blindness people thought couldn't be cured. He's cured. He just does wonders. Why don't you write to him?
Because I've stopped believing in wonders.
I think the cat will write to him soon.
No,
What
Katie.
cat? Good money after bad? Or bad after good? Or bad after bad?
Well, if it's just a question of money, Arthur, now you're Marshall. You have this yank.
Not money. The child's been a specialist all over Alabama and Tennessee. see. If I thought it'd do her any good, I'd have her to every fool doctor in this country.
I think the cat will write to him soon.
How many times are you gonna let them break your heart?
Any number of times.
What, child?
As long as there's at least a chance for her to see or hear.
There isn't. Now I must finish here.
I think with your permission, Captain, I'd like to write.
I said no, Katie.
While writing does no harm, Arthur, only an itty-bitty letter to see if he can help her.
He can't.
We won't know that to be a fact, Captain, until after you write.
Katie, he can't.
Well, I guess that makes it a fact.
You be quiet. I'm bad to hear enough about females without your influence. Katie! I might as well try to work in a hen yard as in this house.
No, you really ought to put her away, Father.
What?
Some asylum. It's the kind of sin.
Why, she's your sister, James, not a nobody.
Half sister and half mentally defective. She can't even keep herself clean. It's not pleasant to see her about all the time.
Do you dare complain of what you can't see?
This discussion is at an end. I'll thank you enough not to broach it again, Helen. I've done as much as I can bear. I can't give my whole life to it. This house is at 6s and 7s from morning till night over the child. It's time some attention was paid to Mildred here instead.
To wake her up, Captain.
I want some peace in this house. I don't care how, but one way we won't have it is by rushing up and down the country every time someone hears a new whack. I'm as sensible of this affliction as anyone else. It hurts me to look at that girl.
It was not our affliction I meant for you to write about. Helen! My buttons! Eyes? She wants the doll to have eyes.
My goodness me! I'm not decent!
She doesn't know better, Aunt Eb. I'll sew them on again.
You know, she'll never learn with everyone letting her do anything she takes to
You be
their
quiet.
What did I say now?
You talk too much.
I was agreeing with you.
Whatever it was, the cry child, the least she can have is the little things she wants.
It's worth a couple of buttons, Kate. Look, this child has more sense than all these men Kellers. If there's any way to reach that mind of hers.
Helen!
Helen! Helen, you are not to do such things. How can I make you understand?
Katie!
How can I get into your head, my tongue?
One way of teaching her an iota of discipline has to
How can you discipline an afflicted child? Is it her fault?
I didn't say it was her fault.
Then whose? I don't know what to do. How can I teach her? Beat her until she's black and blue?
It's not safe to let her run around loose all the time. Now there has to be some way of confining her somehow so she can.
Where? In a cage? She is a grown child. She has to use her lips.
Answer me one thing. Is it fair to Mildred here?
Are you willing to put her away?
Now what?
She wants to talk like, be like you and me. Every day she looks further and further away, and I don't know how to call her back.
Oh, I might take her to Baltimore myself. If that doctor can't help her, maybe he'll know who can.
Fine. I'll write to her.
Dear Annie, this letter is to inform you that you have been hired by a family in Alabama to teach their deaf, blind, mute child. It is a good family from a good background. The family has tried to find someone to help the child to no avail. After looking at her records, it was Dr. Bell who thought she might somehow be taught. I have written the family about you, and they are most anxious to have you teach their daughter. The child is unruly and wild. She is like a safe, locked, that no one can open. Perhaps there is a treasure inside. And if she is dull, You must have patience and understanding. It will no doubt be difficult there for you, Annie, but it was also difficult for you at our school. This will be my last time to counsel you, Annie. Just remember that you do lack tact and talent to bend, so do your best to keep that temper and attitude of yours under control. Being strong-willed is not a bad thing. It is the ability to control it that sets us apart. You have done well academically here at Perkins School. I pray we have given you the tools you need to continue being successful in your life. My best to you, Annie. May God bless and keep you. Dr. Hines Anagonus, Perkins School for the Blind.
Dear Mr. Anagnos, you are as long-winded as in your letter, as you were in your classes.
Let Mr. Jimmy go by himself. You've been poking that gun all day. You're out to rest your feet.
I can't wait to see her, Vine.
Maybe she ain't gonna be on the string either.
Maybe she is.
And maybe she ain't.
And maybe she is. Where's Helen?
She's out in the garden, smelling around. She knows something funny's going on.
Let her have a sub as soon as Mildred's in bed. Tell Captain Keller that when he arrives, we'll be delayed tonight.
Again?
I don't think we need to say it again. Simply too late will do.
I mean, that's what he's gonna say. What? Again?
Yes, we're expecting someone. Someone for my Helen. Oh dear, this was clean not an hour ago. Here. While I'm gone, I don't think one peppermint drop spoil your supper.
Jimmy?
Sir?
Why, you don't look dressed for anything useful, boy.
I'm not. It's for Miss Sullivan.
You needn't keep holding up this porch. We have wood posts for that. I asked that you see that those strawberry plants were moved.
I'm taking Miss Keller instead to the station.
Why must you speak of her as though you've never even met the lady?
Mother? I said, Mother.
Captain,
Evening, my dear.
we're off to meet the train, Captain. Supper will be a trifle delayed tonight.
What? Again?
With your permission, Captain.
What you want, honey? Your mama? Guess one little candy ain't gonna ruin your appetite.
She's not here. She's gone. My son and I don't get along. You don't know your father. No one likes me, and supper's delayed. Here, brought you a piece of candy. One won't hurt.
Captain Keller, now how am I supposed to get her to eat her supper? You fill her up with that trash.
Tend to your work.
must be backing up every time I dozed off. I'm James Keller.
James? I had a brother Jimmy. Are you Helen's?
Only half brother, and you're to be her governess?
Oh, well, try.
Well, you look like a half governess. Miss Keller, meet Miss Sullivan.
We've met every train for 2 days. I changed trains every time they stopped. The man who sold me that ticket odd to be tied to the tracks.
You have a suitcase, Miss Sullivan?
Yes. You didn't bring Helen. I was hoping you would. No, she's home. You live far from town, Mrs. Keller? Only a mile. Well, I suppose I can wait 1 more mile. But don't be surprised if I get out to push the horse. Helen's been waiting for you, too. There's been such a bustle in the house. She expects something. Heaven knows what. I expected a desiccated spinster. You're very young. You should have seen me before I left Boston. I got much older on this trip. I mean, to teach anyone as difficult as Helen, I mean, to try. They can't put you in jail for trying. Is it possible, even, to teach a deaf, blind child half of an ordinary child learns? Has it ever been done? Half? A 10? No. Dr. Howe did wonders, but an ordinary child? No, never. But then I thought as I was going over his reports, he never treated them like ordinary children, more like eggs everyone was afraid would break. May I ask how old you are? Well, not my teens, you know. I'm 20. Oh, 20. Mrs. Keller, don't lose heart just because I'm not on my last legs. I have 3 big advantages over Dr. Howe that money couldn't buy for you. One is his work behind me. I read every word of it. He isn't exactly what you call a man of his words. Another is to be young. Why, I couldn't have energy to do anything. The third is, I've been loved. Advantages? Some have the luck of the Irish. Some do not. What will you try to teach her first? First, last, and in between language. Language? Language is to the mind, what eyes to the eye. Dr. Howe said that. Language? We can't get through to teach us to sit still. Your young dispatcher used to have such confidence. Do you, inside? To tell you the truth, I'm as shaky inside as a baby toddler. Don't be. We'll do all we can to help and to make you feel at home. Don't think of us as strangers, Miss Annie. Oh, strangers aren't so strange to me. I've known them all my life.
Welcome to Ivy Green, Miss Sullivan. I take it you are Miss Sullivan.
My husband, Miss Annie, Captain Keller. Captain Keller, how do you do?
Pleasure to meet you at last. I trust you've had an agreeable journey.
Oh, I had several. When did this country get so big?
Father, where would you like the suitcase?
Where Miss Sullivan can get it, I imagine.
Yes, please. Where's Helen?
In the house.
We put you in the upstairs corner, Miss Annie. If there's any breeze at all this summer, you'll feel it.
And the suitcase.
I'll take the suitcase, thank you.
Not at all, Miss Sullivan. I'll have it.
I'd like it.
I couldn't see it any other way, Miss Sullivan.
Let me! I have something for Helen. When do I see her? Here. Here's Helen.
Kate. me she's very rough.
I like a cat.
Certainly we are peculiar kind of young woman from the north. How old is she?
Oh, well, she's not in her teens, you know.
She's only a child. What's her family like, shipping her off this far alone?
I couldn't learn. She's very close in health about some things.
And why does she wear those sunglasses? I like to see a person's eyes when I speak to them.
For the sun. She's blind.
Blind.
She's had 9 operations on her
Hey,
eyes.
Kay.
But just before she left.
How do they expect one blind child to teach nothing? Has she experienced at least? How long did she teach there?
Oh, well, she was a pupil.
Kate, this is her first position?
She was valedictorian.
Here's a house full of grown-ups can't cope with a child. How do we expect a half-blind Yankee schoolgirl to manage her?
Great improvement. Now we have 2 of them to look after.
You look after those strawberry plants.
Nothing I say is right.
Why say anything? Toby Longcat will have supper right away. All the trouble I went through in that spelling book. Oh, no, not the chores. All right, so Sullivan, let's begin with doll. D. O. L. L. Doll.
You spell pretty well. Finding out if she's ticklish? Well, she is. What is it? Game?
An alphabet
An alphabet?
for the deaf. How bright she is.
She's a monkey. She imitates every...
Well, she's a bright little monkey, all right.
She wants her doll back.
When she spells it.
Spell? She doesn't even know the thing has a name.
Of course not. Who expects her to now? All I
Won't mean anything to her. Doesn't like that alphabet much, Miss Sullivan. You come up with it yourself?
Spanish monks under a vow of silence wish I would you to take. Cake. From Washington up north. It's the best I can do. C-A-K-E. Do what my fingers do. Never mind what it means. Get it down fast. Maybe I'll still have to back. Maybe I'll have to steal that appetite back to you. D-O-L-L. Imitate now, understand later. And the first lip. I must touch you with any manners. I guess I'll just have to. Helen? Helen! Helen, let me out of my room!
Buffalo girl, are you coming out tonight?
Don't worry, you're not lost. Only out of place. And toothless. Ugh, it hurts.
Supper is ready, Jimmy. Will you call your
Father?
Certainly.
No need to shout. I've been cooling my heels all evening. Please sit down. Barney!
Yes, Captain, right here.
Mildred went directly to sleep, Bonnie.
Oh yes, that baby's an angel.
And Helen had a good supper.
I don't know, Miss Pink. I'm not sure you have much of an appetite tonight.
Oh dear.
Can't say the same for myself. I am famished. Can't get plate.
But where is Miss Annie?
in her room.
Leave her. Doesn't she know hot food must be eaten hot? Go get her down at once, Jimmy.
Oh, certainly. I'll get a ladder.
What?
Well, I'll need a ladder. It shouldn't take me long.
What shouldn't take you long?
Well, Jimmy, do as I say. Go upstairs and get Miss Sullivan.
She's locked in her room.
Locked in her.
What on earth are you telling?
Helen locked her in and made off with the key.
And you sit here and say nothing?
Well, everyone's been telling me not to say anything.
Bonnie, come out with me out back to search Helen for that key.
She's out by the pump. Miss Sullivan? Are you in there?
Oh, I'm in here, all right.
Is there no key on your side?
Well, if there was a key, I wouldn't be in here. Helen's in. The only thing on my side is me.
Miss Sullivan, I'm not in here 10 minutes. I don't see how she managed it.
And even I'm not on my side.
Barney!
Yes, Captain?
Put the meat back in the oven.
She has no key.
She must have the key. Have you searched your pockets?
Yes, she doesn't have it.
Kate, she must have a key.
Would you prefer to search her yourself, Captain?
No, I would not prefer to search her myself. She almost took my kneecap off this evening. Jimmy, take back the ladder.
Certainly.
She could have hidden the key.
Where?
Anywhere. Under a stone, in the flower beds, in the grass.
Well, I can't plow this entire grounds to try to find a missing key. Jimmy, bring me a ladder.
Certainly.
What is Mildred doing up?
Captain Walker, ma'am. All that hollering?
Miss Sullivan,
Captain Keller?
come out.
I don't see how I can. There isn't enough
I'll
room.
stand behind you to protect you from a fall.
Oh, that's very chivalrous of you, but I really prefer...
Miss Sullivan, follow instructions. I will not have you tumbling out of our window.
Captain Keller, I'm perfectly able to go down a ladder.
I doubt it, Miss Sullivan. Now simply hold on to the ladder. The ladder, Miss Sullivan.
I'm sorry to inconvenience you this way.
No inconvenience other than having a door taken down and walk the police to find that missing key.
Oh, I'll look everywhere for it.
Thank you, but please don't look at anything that can be locked. There.
Thank you.
Go back to your work. What are you looking at? There is nothing to look at here. Now, is it possible to have a normal supper like other people?
Bonnie served supper. I'll put Mildred to bed.
Might as well leave that Ladder.
You devil. You think I'm so easily gotten rid of? You have a thing or two to learn first. I have nothing else to do. and nowhere else to go. Nobody here has attempted to control her. The greatest problem I have is how to discipline her without breaking her spirit. But I shall insist on reasonable obedience from the start. Down, under, up. Be careful of the needle. Fine. All right, let's try temperance. Bad girl. Good girl. Very good girl. What are you saying to her? Oh, I was just making conversation. Same with the sewing card. But does that mean that to her? No, she won't know what spelling is until she knows what a word is. Yet you keep spelling to her. What? I like to hear myself talk. The captain said it's like spelling to the fence post. Does he now? Is it? No. It's how I watch you talk to Mildred. Mildred? Any baby. Gibberish. Grown up gibberish. Baby talk gibberish. Do they understand one word of it to start? Somehow they begin to. If they hear it, I'm letting Helen hear it. But now the children are not impaired. Nothing's impaired in that head. It works like a mousetrap. But until a child hears how many words I'm saying, 1 million? Maybe no mother's ever minded enough to count. What did she spell? I spelled card. She spelled cake. It's still a finger game to her, Mrs. Keller. What she has to learn is that things have names. And when will she learn? Maybe after 1,000,001 words. I should like to learn those letters I'm saying. I'll teach you tomorrow morning. It makes only 500,000 each. It is her bedtime. I'm sorry, Miss Annie. Why did she get a reward? For stabbing me? Well, we catch our flies with honey, I'm afraid. We have the heart for much else, and too many times she simply cannot be compelled. Yes, I'm the same with myself. The more I think, the more certain I am that obedience is the gateway through which knowledge enters the mind of the child.
No, but shouldn't we give the devil his due, Father? Fact is, we lost this house 2 years earlier when he outfought us behind Vicksburg.
Outthought is a peculiar word for a butcher.
Harness maker, wasn't he?
I said butcher. His only virtue as a soldier was numbers, and he led them to slaughter with so much regard for so many sheep.
Well, even if in that sense he was a butcher.
And a drunken one at that, for half the war.
Agreed, Father. His own people said he was. I can't argue he was not.
And what is it that you find to admire in such a man, Jimmy? The drunkenness or the butchery?
Not a Father. Only the fact that he beat us.
He didn't.
Is your contention we won the war?
He didn't beat us at Vicksburg. We lost Vicksburg because Pemberton gave Bragg 5,000 of his cavalry in Lauren. I'm hurt personally for a nickel before you were even born. He marshaled away from Champion's Hill with so much men to have held it. We lost Vicksburg because of stupidity verging on treason.
Well, I would have said we lost Vicksburg because Grant was one thing no Yankee general was before.
Drunk? I doubt it.
Obstinate.
Obstinate. Could any of them compare even with the old stone wall? If he'd been there, we'd still have Vicksburg.
Well, the butcher simply wouldn't give up. He tried 4 ways of getting around Vicksburg, and on the 5th try, he made it around. Anyone else would have
He
pulled.
wouldn't have gotten around if we had a southerner in command, so a half-breed Yankee trigger like Pemberton. Is there something wrong?
Miss Annie can see she is accustomed to helping herself from to anything that she would like.
Yes, but I'm not accustomed to it.
Of course not. We'll get you to the plate.
I
Vine it!
have a plate. Thank you. Here's something Jimmy quiet.
Well, the chamberlain is not the best she has. Well,
Miss Sullivan, we'll get you to the plate.
I have a plate. Thank you. Bonnie, I'm afraid what Captain Keller says is only too true. She'll persist in this until she gets her own way.
Vine, bring Miss Sullivan another plate.
I have a plate. Nothing's wrong with the plate. I intend to keep it.
Miss Sullivan,
Everyone, please.
one plate or another. It's hardly a matter of struggle with the pride child about.
Oh, I'd have a more heroic issue myself.
No, I really must insist that you... Now she's hurt herself.
No, she hasn't.
Miss Sullivan, will you please let her hands go?
Miss Sullivan, you don't know the child well enough yet. I know an ordinary tantrum well enough when I see one, and a badly spoiled child.
here, here.
Miss Sullivan, you'd have more understanding of the child if you had some pity in you. Now kindly do
Pity?
as I...
For this tyrant, the whole house turns on her whim. Is there anything she wants she doesn't get? I'll tell you what I think. That the sun won't rise and set for her all her life, and every day you're telling her it will. What good will what good will your pity do when you're in the strawberries?
Kate, for the love of heaven, will you?
Miss Annie, please, I don't think it serves to lose
It does you good. That's all. It's less trouble to feel sorry for her than to feel anything better, isn't it?
I fail to see where you've taught her anything yet, Miss Sullivan.
Then I'll begin this minute if you leave the room, Captain.
Leave the...
Everyone, please!
Miss Sullivan, you are here as a paid teacher, nothing more, and not to lecture.
I can't unteach her 6 years of pity and she can't stand up for one tantrum. Whole Stonewall, indeed, Mrs. Keller, you promised me help. Indeed, I did. Then leave me alone with her. Now!
Kate, for the love of heaven, will you?
Heaven's sign! Out! Please!
This cub of a girl, presumes I tell you I have half a mind to ship her off to Boston before the week is out, and you can inform her so from me.
I can't.
She's a highway. Now I want it clear, unless there's an apology and a complete change of manner, she's on the next train back to Boston. Will you make that quite clear?
And where will you be, Captain? Well, I will be quite clear.
At the office.
Will you? You know, I thought what she said was exceptionally intelligent. I've been saying it for years.
To his face. Or will you take it, Jimmy? As a flag?
good girl.
Bad girl.
Don't run. What am I going to do, Miss Kate? It's noontime. Dinner's coming. I ain't getting them breakfast dishes out there yet.
You run along, girls.
I can't wait out here a minute longer, Kate. Well, this could go on all afternoon, too.
I'll tell Cat you call.
You hear what Miss Kate's saying? Never even know what's going on here. Wrong and into your own business. Shoo!
Say what you like, Kate, but that child is a Keller. I need to remind you that all Kellers are cousins of General Robert E. Lee. I don't know who that girl is. The only Sullivan I ever heard of, from Boston too, and I think twice before locking her up with that kind. Is that man John L. Sullivan the boxer?
You give me her, Miss Kate. I'll sneak her back to her crib.
This child never gets me in kids' world.
Oh yes, this one's the angel of the family. No question about that.
What happened?
She ate from her own plate.
She ate with a spoon, herself, and she folded her napkin. Folded a napkin. The room's a wreck, but her napkin is folded. I'll be in my room, Mrs. Keller.
Don't be long, Miss Annie. Supper will be ready right away.
Folded a napkin. Ma Helen folded a napkin.
Kate, I will not have it. Now, you did not see that girl after supper today when she went to look for Helen in her room.
No.
The child practically climbed out of her window to escape from her. I mean, what kind of teacher is she? I thought I'd seen her at her work this morning, shouting at me, but I come home to find this entire house disorganized by her. Helen won't stay for 1 second in the same room with her. Won't come to the table with her. Won't let her be bathed or undressed by her. Won't let her be put to bed by her or even riding now. And the end result is that you have to do more work for her than before we hired the school services. From the moment she stepped off that train, she's been nothing but a burden, incompetent, impertinent, ineffectual, immodest.
She folded a napkin, Cat.
What?
Not ineffectual. Helen did fold her napkin.
What in heaven's name is so extraordinary about folding a napkin?
Well, it's more than you did, Cat.
Kate, I did not bring you to the living room to be frivolous. Now, how does Miss Sullivan propose to teach a deaf, blind pupil who won't let her even touch her?
I don't know.
Fact is, today she scuttled any chance she ever had to get along with the child. If you can see any point or purpose in her staying here any longer, it is more than
What
enough.
do you wish me to do?
I want you to give her a notice.
I can't.
If you can't, I must. I simply will. Now, Miss Sullivan,
Captain Keller. Why he said I'd find you both here in the living room. I thought we should have a talk.
yes, well, I come in. Kate,
Cat.
I would first like to make my position clear to Mrs. Keller in private. But I have decided that I am not satisfied. In fact, I am deeply dissatisfied in the manner in which...
Excuse me. Is the garden house ever in use?
Yes, well, in the hunting season. But if you will, give me your attention, Miss Sullivan. Now, I have tried to make allowances because I know you come from a part of the country where women, I should say, try to make allowances because, nevertheless, Miss Sullivan, I find it extremely difficult to talk to you through those glasses.
Oh, of course.
Why do you wear them?
Any kind of light hurts my eyes.
I'm sorry, Miss Sullivan. Put them on. I have decided to give you another chance
To do what?
to remain unemployed, but on two conditions. I am not accustomed to rudeness in women or servants, and that is the first. If you are to stay, there must be a radical change of manner.
Who?
Why, yours, young lady. Isn't it obvious? And the second is that you persuade me that there's the slightest hope of you teaching a deaf, blind pupil who runs from you now like the plague to anyone else you can find in this house.
There isn't. What, Miss Annie? It's hopeless here. I can't teach a child who runs away.
Then do I understand?
Well, if we all agree it's hopeless, the next question
Miss
is...
Annie, I have not agreed. I think perhaps you underestimated Helen.
I think everybody else here does.
She did fold her napkin. She learned. She learned. Do you know she began talking just when she was 6 months old? She could say water. Not really, more like wah wah. But she meant water. At 6 months old, she knew what it meant. I never saw a child so proud of her poem. It's still in there somewhere, isn't it? You should have seen her before her illness. Such a good-tempered child.
She's changed.
Miss Annie, please put up with it. And with us,
Us.
please. It's like the lost lamb in the parable. I love her all the more.
Mrs. Keller, I don't think Helen's worst handicap is deafness or blindness. I think it's your love and pity.
Now, what is that supposed to mean?
All of you here are so sorry for her. You've kept her here like a pet. Why, even a dog you housebreak. No wonder she won't let me come near her. It's useless for me to try to teach her language or anything else here. All I can do is keep on.
Miss Annie, before you came, you spoke of putting her in an asylum.
What kind of asylum?
For mental victims.
I visited there. I couldn't tell you what I saw. People like animals with rats in the halls. And what are we to do if you give up?
Give up?
You said it was hopeless.
Here, give up. Why, I only today saw what had to be done to begin. I want complete charge of her.
You already have that.
No, I mean day and night. She has to be dependent on me.
For what?
Everything. The food she eats, the clothes she wears, fresh air. Yes, the air she breathes. Whatever her body needs is a primer to teach her out. It's the only way. And the one who should let her have it should be the teacher, and not anyone who loves her. You have so many feelings, they fall over each other like feet. You won't use your chances, and you won't let me.
But if she runs from you to us,
Yes,
then...
that's the point. I'll have to live with her somewhere else.
Wait!
I packed half of my things already.
Miss Sullivan.
Where would you take Helen?
Italy?
What?
Can't have everything. How would the garden house do? Furnish it and bring Helen there after a long ride so she will recognize it. And you can see her every day, as long as she doesn't know. Well,
Is that all?
That's all. Like I said, I've packed half of my things already.
Captain, with your permission,
Why must she depend on you for the food she eats?
I want complete charge of it.
Why?
It's a way to reach her.
You intend to starve her into letting you touch her?
She won't starve. She'll learn. All's fair in love and war, Captain Keller. You never cut supplies.
This is hardly a war.
Well, it's not love. A siege is a siege.
Miss Sullivan, do you even like the child?
Do you?
you could have a servant there.
I haven't had trouble without looking after her. But that girl Priscilla there, stay there. Run errands.
We can let Priscilla sleep there, I think, Cap.
And old furniture. All our own.
Cap, do you think that walnut bed's in the barn will
I have not yet consented to Priscilla, or to the house, or to the proposal, or to Miss Sullivan's. Fine. I consent to everything. But for 2 weeks, I'll give you 2 weeks in that place. And it'll be a miracle if you get that girl to tolerate you.
2 weeks? Miss Annie, can you accomplish anything in 2 weeks?
Anything or not. 2 weeks. Then the child comes back to us. Take it or leave it, Miss Sullivan.
2 weeks. For only one people. I'll get her to tolerate me.
You can't think as little as love as you say, or you wouldn't stay.
I didn't come here for love. I came here for money.
What?
A. It's the 1st of May. 26. I've always wanted to live in a dollhouse.
You don't let go of things easily, do you? How will you win her hand now? This place.
2 I know. I lost my temper in. Here we are.
No touching, no teaching. Of course,
I'm not counting on force. I'm counting on her. That little imp is dying to know.
know what?
Anything. Any and every crumb in God's creation.
Maybe she'll teach you.
Well, of course.
That she is, that there's such thing as dullness of heart, acceptance, and letting go. Sooner or later, we all give up.
Maybe you all do. It's my idea of the original sin.
What is?
Giving up.
You won't open her. Why can't you let her be? Have some pity on her for being what she is.
If I'd ever once thought like that, I'd be dead.
You will be. Why trouble? Or will you teach me?
Does she know where she is?
We rode around the country for 2 hours.
For all she knows, she didn't know the town.
That's a sign for me.
I know. 2 weeks.
Miss Annie, Please speak to her these next 2 weeks. Try to be very good to her.
I will. Two weeks. What did I get just now?
I just don't understand it. I had every intention of dismissing that girl, not setting her up like an empress.
Yes. What's your secret, sir?
Secret.
Well, that allows her to get anything she wants out of you. When I can't.
She does not get any.
Don't!
Patton,
He's afraid. What do you want out of me?
My God! Don't you know? Everything you forgot! And you forgot my mother!
One thing that girl's secret is not, she doesn't fire one shot and disappear. Katie,
Patton, I am proud of you
for what?
for letting this girl have what she needs.
Why can't my son be? You think I treat him as hard as I do Helen?
Perhaps you do.
But he has to learn some respect.
Do you laugh, James? How empty the house is tonight.
I will touch you. How? How do I? Priscilla! Priscilla! Priscilla, get out of bed. I need you. Priscilla, are you awake?
No?
How would you like to play a nice game?
What?
With Helen. She's behind the bed. Touch her hand. Let me go! Let me go! She's trying to talk. She's gonna hit me. She can talk. She only knew how. I'll show you how. She makes letters. This is C. C. She's mad at me now, though. She won't play. But she knows lots of letters. Here's another. A. C. A. C. A. C. A. A. She spells cake, she gets cake. She doesn't know yet it means this. Isn't it funny she knows how to spell it? Doesn't know she knows? Fine. She won't play with me. I'll play it with you. Would you like to learn what she doesn't know?
No?
M-I-L-K. M is this. I, that's an easy one. Just the little finger. L is this. No! Why should I talk to you? I'm teaching Priscilla in the morning. L, K is this. Cellist, aren't you? All right. Good. So I'm finally back to where I can touch you. You can go to bed now. You're very much asleep. Now, all I have to teach you is one word. Everything. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. It's gonna buy you a mockingbird. If that mockingbird don't sing, it's gonna buy you a diamond
miss us?
Of course she does. What a wrench this unexplainable exile must be to her. Can you say it's not?
No, but Miss Annie, doesn't she need affection too?
She never shows me she needs it. Won't have any caressing.
But you're not a mother.
And what would another week accomplish? You've done more than we ever thought possible. You've taught her constructive
I can't promise.
things to do, to behave like, even look like a human child. So manageable, so contented, cleaner.
Cleaner?
We say cleanliness is next to godliness.
Cleanliness is next to nothing. What she has to learn is that things have names. That words can be her eyes. To everything in the world outside her, and inside too. What is she without words? With them, she can think, have ideas, be rich. There's not a thought or a fact in the world that can't be hers. You publish a newspaper, Captain Keller. Do I have to tell you what words are? She has them already.
Miss Sullivan.
18 nouns and 3 verbs. They're in her fingers now. I need only time to nudge one of them into her mind. One and everything under the sun will follow. Don't you see what she's learned here is only clearing the way for that? I can't risk her unlearning. Give me more time. Another week to
Miss Sullivan. An agreement is an agreement.
look.
What is she spelling?
What?
Teaching a dog to spell. Why? That dog understands her just as much as she understands humans. So I don't think God meant her to have the eyes you speak of.
I need her to.
What is it to you? You make us see how we indulge her for our sake. Is the opposite true for you?
Mrs. Keller,
I want her back.
An agreement is an agreement. I'll send Bonnie over to help her pack.
I have her until 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. Then the child comes back to us. Come, Kate.
Doll. D-O-L-L. Doll. No, not water. This. Water. I don't know how. Not a soul in the world knows how to tell you, Helen. Reach. Reach. I know one word and I can put the world back into your hand. And whatever it is to me, I won't take less. How do I tell you that? This. S-T-O-O-L means this thing. And this thing means a word. Stool. Or this. Wool. Dress. Napkin. F-A-C-E, face. M-O-T-H-E-R, mother. M-O-T-H-E-R.
Let her come.
Sullivan, I've been meaning to give you this.
What?
Your first month's salary with many more to come, I trust. It doesn't pay our debt. It doesn't express what we feel for what you've done.
What have I done?
Taking a wild thing. Giving us back a
I
child.
taught her one thing. No, don't do this. Don't do that.
You will have time.
I wanted to teach her what languages. I wanted to teach her yes.
You will have time.
I don't know. I do know that without it to do nothing but obey is no gift. Obedience without understanding is a blindness too. Is that all I wish on her?
No.
Maybe I don't know what else to do. Simply go on and keep doing what I've done and have faith. That inside she's waiting. Like water underground. All I can do is keep on.
Why should we wish to?
You can help, Captain Keller.
How?
Even learning no has been at a cost of much trouble and pain. Don't undo it.
I'll try.
Because I will. As long as you let me stay. That's the one promise I'll keep.
We've learned something too, I hope. Won't you come now? To supper, I mean.
Yes. Why doesn't God pay his debts each month?
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. I've just always wondered how I could earn a living.
Oh, you do.
I really do. Now the one question is, can I survive it?
Oh, I'm glad to have you back too.
What? Oh, keys. Yes, I'll keep the keys. I think we've had enough of the locked doors, too.
Evening, General.
Jimmy, will you say grace?
Certainly. There Jacob was, left alone, wrestling with an angel until the breaking of the day. In the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of him as he wrestled with him. And the angel said, "Let me go, for the day breaketh." And Jacob said, "I will not let thee go, except thou bless me." Amen.
Why, that's a very strange grace, James.
Will you start the muffins yet?
Well, it's from the good book, isn't it?
Well, of course it is. Didn't you know?
Well, yes, I knew.
Then why ask?
Well, I meant it's from the good book, therefore a fit of grace.
Well, I don't know about that.
Miss Annie.
Thank you.
There's an awful lot of things in the good book that I wouldn't care to hear just before you.
Well, fitting in the sense that Jacob's thigh was out of knowing, so is this pigs.
I declare, James.
Pickles and
Oh, I should say so. You know my opinion of your pickles.
This is the last of them, I'm afraid. I didn't put up nearly enough last summer, but this year I intend to.
Reverend stopped in, looked in at the office today, complaining about how his hen stopped laying eggs. Poor fella, he was all out of joint. All he could.
You know, I've always suspected those hens.
Of what?
Well, I think they're Papist. Has he tried?
James, now you're calling my lower extremity. The first thing you know will be...
Miss Annie.
No.
Please, I've hardly had a chance to welcome her home.
It will be when I come into that. Captain,
Oh, Katie, me and Miss Annie had a talk. We thought that if we indulge Helen
But what's the child done?
she's learned not to throw things on the floor and kick. It took us the best part of 2 weeks.
But only a napkin. It's not as if it were breakable.
And what she learned there is, Mrs. Keller, I don't think we should play tug of war for her. Either give her to me or you keep her from kicking.
What do you wish me to do?
Let me take her from the table.
Oh, let us stay, my goodness. She's only a child. She doesn't have to wear her napkin if she doesn't want to her first evening?
And asked outsiders not to interfere.
Outsiders! And the child's egg!
Well, what's hurt so much, Miss Annie? I've made all of Helen's favorite foods tonight.
She isn't kicking anymore, Miss Annie.
She's testing you, you realize.
No, she's testing you.
Jimmy.
She's not learning not to. She wants to see what will happen at your hands. Mrs. Keller, I told you it was my main word.
She's testing you.
Jimmy, be quiet.
I have an opinion. I think I should be able to
No
share it.
one's interested in your opinion.
I'm interested. Of course she's testing me. Let me keep it to what she's learned, and she'll go on learning from me. Be bountiful. It's at her expense. Please, pass me more of her favorite foods.
Take him, Miss Annie.
Thank you.
Miss Annie, I'm afraid you're the difficulty here. Now, I'll keep her to what she's learned, yes, but I don't see why we need to send her from the table. After all, she is the guest of honor. Bring her plate back, please.
If she was a seeing child, none of you would tolerate them.
Seeing as though she's not, I think some compromise is called for. Bring her plate back, please. There. It's not unnatural for us to take some aversion to our teachers. Sometimes all it takes is a smooth hand to smooth things over. Now, shall we start all over?
I think we've started all over.
Don't get up!
Where are you taking her?
Don't smooth anything else out for me. Don't interfere in any way. I treat her like a seeing child because I ask her to see. I expect her to see. Don't undo it.
Where are you taking her?
To make her fill this picture again.
You let her speak to you like that, Arthur? A creature who works for you?
No, I don't.
Let her go!
What?
I said, let her go. She's right, Kate's right, I'm right, and you're wrong. If you drive her away from here, it'll be over my dead body. Has it ever occurred to you that on one occasion you might be consummately wrong? Ken?
Please sit down, everyone. Jimmy, will you please sit down?
All right, come. No, she's not here. Come. Water. W-A-T-E-R. Water. Yes, yes. Water. Yes, yes. Ground. over. She knows. She knows. She knows. She knows. She knows. Teacher.